It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, Pat. Let's go. Let's go.
Play action now. Purdy. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. Shoots away from one. And he's finally caught after a big 3rd down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official? We've got a flag down. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Took off with it again. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, a run with Barkley. Will be yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 2.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he'll slide down after picking up a couple. 2nd down upcoming.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Running right is Bigsby. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board.
49ers nothing.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Isaac Gorindo to return. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
On the gun is Purdy. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And 8 yards to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, Purdy. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play fake with Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Barkley off the pistol give. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third and short, Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. gets 6 and a first down as well.
Gain of 6. That's good for an Eagles first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they come, second down. They put a receiver in motion right. Back to throw, Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 10, 49ers nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the 49ers on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They send the tight end in motion. First down throw by Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Throw is caught, and he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Ricky Pearsall. Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Man in motion, out of the slot. To throw again, it's Purdy. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a short gain. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers cut it to a field goal game.
49ers 7.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
22 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's make a play, boys. Hey, let's go.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Here's a design run. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the 2nd half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Up the left side, caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he finds space for that 3-yard gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And a decent one gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go to Barkley again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
First down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers' 37-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. He's got Smith again. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
Running it after the penalty. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Hurts setting up to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
thrown away and incomplete.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Elliott connects there, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun is Purdy. Kittle's got it on the slant. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Play action now. Purdy. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delays game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. To the air again. Purdy. He's got Bourne on a slant. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Going to run again with McCaffrey. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
5 yards.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 14. First down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that just shows the level of preparedness this defense had coming into the game. They recognized the jet sweep from the start, and they nailed it right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Throw is caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Eagles into the nickel. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. Pass it down close. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Gain of 3 yards.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
3-yard line. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Barkley trying this up the gut. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing here, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 6.
Hurts a chance to run it here.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win.
It's a design look for Hurts.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell. to signal it's time for football. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime.
2026 New England Patriots. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gatz, in the second. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Hampton trying to work inside. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Allen in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing, Herbert. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Milton Williams getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Herbert. Here's our shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Cameron Dicker.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's May. Who's got his man? Keyshawn Butte. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Patriots first down.
First and 10.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pick.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. operating from the shotgun. It's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. He'll get this out to the left flat. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Back into the hands of Diggs. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Henderson. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Pretty big swing here in the mindset of the defense. Before the play, you're thinking, man, we're on the 1-yard line. Pretty likely that it ends with a touchdown. But instead, you send them back 5 yards, and your chances of holding them to 3 just go up.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. Flush to his right, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Great May. Touchdown, Patriots. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots move out to a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, L.A. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Herbert now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Hampton. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Herbert to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That one complete to McConkey.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Herbert to the air again. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he will get into the end zone. McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Patriots 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is May. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
10 yards.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is May. This one complete right side. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of
New England
16
going to take their
yards.
second timeout.
That's
They'll stop the clock with 24
Patriots
seconds to
first
go
down.
until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now is May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 more
That's
yards.
his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So if you're going to have
First
time
and
to
10
allow your
at the
big tight end to start on
37-yard
one
line.
side of the field and run a crossing route all the way to the other, your big guys up front better hold up in protection. That's exactly what they were able to do here. Gave the quarterback the confidence of staying with him the entire way through, delivering that ball on the far side of the field, and leads to a nice pickup.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Herbert now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground is Henderson to start this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. May gonna look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll go play action with May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here's May again. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. May gonna hold on to this one. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Henderson. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Henderson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point, up and good. And the Pats are on top. It's 14-10.
Chargers 10.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Trailed by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, now Herbert, a dive, and a catch, incredible. They get 11, and quickly pick up a 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
First down, Chargers.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Herbert to the air again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Will Disley, the intended target that time. And 3rd down coming up. Now Herbert again. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers start back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Out of the gun, here's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 2.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
He's found his receiver, Boutte. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Allen in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second down and 3. On play action now, Herbert. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Matt McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return is Jones. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that 1st down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That complete to Henderson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
24-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. He's to the 10. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Here comes the jet sweep. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, it's May. For the end zone, but it's batted away and incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
He'll try and throw. Here's May. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Hayshawn Booty. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Borregales now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Chargers 13.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here is Justin Herbert and the Chargers, down 21-13, 2:18 on the clock. They've got one timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A 49-yard
A
gain.
big play and a much-needed one as
First
well.
down.
It's a gain of 49.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Patriots are right back in this one.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Patriots. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he spins right by him. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Wait for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Yeah, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Buying some time left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And no, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons, and that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston, and now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Slot man motioned over. First give on the ground. It's what he wants. He's got a gain of 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
18.
Up the middle, it's Marks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Yeah, the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt not much more difficult.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Yeah, the partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On the return, here's Gainwell. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Rodgers from the gun. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Air it out on 3rd. Lays out, what a catch! It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On 1st down, Warren. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On 2nd down, Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Warren running between the tackles. Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. The Texans have Jalen Noel at the ready. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with the touchdown. Stroud throwing here on first. Finds him over the middle. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. Here we go. At the 26-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Now they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. It's a screen play to Warren. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Rodgers to throw. Escaped, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Steelers set to punt it. Back to return is Jalen Knoll. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable.
Oh, 18. What's that?
First down throw by Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
T.J. Watt on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense defense's third sack of the game.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see what they went with on third down. Third and long for him here. Finds his back, marks. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our studios.
I suppose not everyone's the biggest fan of halftime. Okay, we'll skip over the break and get right back to the field.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. This makes it up to the 25. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
On the quick, right?
Stroud off of play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
118. What's up?
Here's a handout to Monks. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long.
Here we go, let's go. 1-8.
No throw, third and long. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that.
Travis hit, the ball is out. And the Steelers get to it. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
You know, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take
Out now
over
come the
first and
Texans
10
on offense.
at their own
And their defense
23
sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair.
All right. Tony.
Stride to throw on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. 30. Gets the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston.
complete to Christian Kirk.
The Texans take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 10, Steelers 6.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
The kickoff for Houston.
On the return, here's Gainwell. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. First down throw here by Rodgers. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Number 4, DK Metcalf.
Third and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
The run with Warren. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. He's back to throw. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
That's another
First down from the 41.
First down.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's brought down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Brings up second and
Rodgers from the gun. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter with him picking himself up after that sack. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Texans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter first and 5. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Second down.
They go play action with Stroud. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Texans, first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
First down, Texans.
Here we go. 118.
On play action, here's Stroud. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Loss of 9. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. Here it was nearly a big play.
Tony.
Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Complete to number 13.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Steelers take over
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go.
30-yard line.
And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Start the drive with Warren. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
18.
To throw, Rodgers. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 4. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Rock, mother.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's to Kirk out outside. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
118.
Gets marks on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board.